guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I'm going to show y'all how to create this super cute vinyl wrap protect your energy tumbler. I love how this came out. I love the separation between the vinyl and the glitter, and I hope you love it too. So let's go ahead and dive right in and get started. So I'm starting off with a 20-ounce skinny straight, and before I do anything I'm going to sand it. So I'm using an 80 grit sanding block, and I get these from Amazon, and I will be cleaning it with 91% rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. This is the vinyl that I'm using. It's from Tech Wrap Craft, and it is gorgeous. It's like a galaxy. To me, it looks like a galaxy. It's very pretty. It's very textured, very shimmery. I cannot wait. So I'm just going to wrap this around to get like an estimate of how much I will need to cut off. And then I'm just going to take my scissors, trim. And obviously that's way too much, but we can trim it later. And now what I'm going to do is kind of just like make a little cut here down to roughly where the rim of the cup is, and cut from where the little slice ends all the way over. Alright, that's good enough. So I am only going to be covering about 3/4 of the cup. So what I'm going to do is take a pin, because I don't want to wrap the whole thing and then remove what I want removed and waste it. So I'm going to take a pin and just mark about where I want to cut off, and just keep on trimming. Alright, so that looks good. And of course it's not going to be like perfect because I didn't cut super perfect, but I can go back and fix that later. And of course there's going to be some glitter and some vinyl stripes, so it will look really good in the end. But for now I want to go ahead and get this wrapped. So what I'm going to do is peel back about an inch or so of the vinyl. And then I'm going to take my scissors and cut that backing off to create an anchor. Now I'm going to take my tumbler, and what I like to do is stand it straight up. I'm going to take the sticky part that's exposed and lay it down on the tumbler. And then wrap this around, make sure everything looks good, which it does. So then I'm going to slowly remove the backing of the vinyl while pushing the vinyl on with my little squeegee here. Now that made it go on nice and smooth. There's no wrinkles or bubbles or anything in the vinyl. Now I'm going to grab my little vinyl trimmer here that I got from Amazon, and all I need to trim, of course, is this top section by the rim. So I'm pushing really hard up against that blade and letting it slice that vinyl for me. There we go. So now that is good and trimmed away evenly around the rim, so I won't have any problems with my epoxy later. So now I'm just feeling where that overlap of the vinyl is here, and I'm going to trim that up as well because it's a pretty big overlap that I want taken care of. Alright, and now to cut this around here evenly, what I'm going to do is take a piece of painter's tape, and I'm going to wrap it around above where the vinyl ends, make myself a straight line, and then trim around the painter's tape. So I'm going to actually put it upside down, I think. Take my painter's tape. I'm getting eye level with it to make sure that I am going to be cutting it straight. And I just have it like right above, because I don't want to cut a whole bunch off. I want it to stay roughly about the size that it is, but I want a straight across cut to make it nice and clean. And I think that did it. So now this painter's tape just gives me a guideline on where to cut. Now I'm just going to gently remove the painter's tape. And I have a nice clean line. Now there is going to be a vinyl stripe across it anyway, but this makes it a lot straighter and easier to work with than what it was before. Alright, now it's time to add some glitter to the bottom portion here, and I'm going in with Plum Crazy from the Glitter Grind. It's a really, really pretty, like really dark pink, but it's got hints of like a bluish, pinkish sparkle. I just think it goes really, really good with this vinyl. So I'm going to use Hot Pink from Pop of Color as my base coat and my glitter adhesive. And I'm going in with a super soft makeup brush. And trying, of course, to be careful around the vinyl. But if it's not perfect, it's okay, because like I said, there will be a vinyl stripe or two covering that up later. Together. It's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm just going to let this paint sit and dry for about the next 15 to 20 minutes or so, and then I'm going to spray seal the glitter with Rust-Oleum Matte Clear Enamel, and I'm also going to add a layer of Mod Podge over this vinyl just because it is so textured and so thick. I don't want there to be any issues with epoxy, so I'm going to create kind of like just a protective layer in between the vinyl and the epoxy. So I'll show you guys the process there, but for now I'm just going to let everything dry and then seal the glitter. So the bottom here has been sealed, the glitter portion, with Rust-Oleum Matte Clear Enamel, and now I'm just taking a soft makeup brush with some Mod Podge, and I'm just putting a really good coat over the vinyl. Again, because this is a very textured, very thick vinyl, I just don't want there to be any potential issues with epoxy, like repelling on any areas or causing like the seams here to lift. I just don't want any problems, so I'm creating like a protective little barrier, and that usually seems to work. Alright, now I'm just going to let the Mod Podge dry, and then I'll pop it on my turner back here from Bama Cups, add 2 coats of epoxy, and then come back for decals. Alright y'all, it's decal day. There's 2 coats of epoxy over this tumbler, and now we have a lot of decals to add. This is the chrome bubble free vinyl from Tech Wrap Craft. I cut it at 0.18 tall and 10 inches wide. Gotta trim it a little bit, it's okay. And then I'm going to go in with black vinyl. It's just slightly shorter at like 0.15 or something like that. And I'm just trying to go directly in the middle of that chrome vinyl. I just thought this would be a nice little separation between the vinyl and the glitter. And then I'm going with the same 2 vinyls. I just created an offset in Silhouette Studio. It says Protect Your Energy. I found it on Creative Fabrica, of course, and I think it is absolutely adorable. So whenever I apply my offset, what I like to do is stand my tumbler straight up and apply the decal just so I can make sure I'm putting it on straight. And then whenever I go to apply the main decal over top, that's when I like to grab my cup cradle that I get from Bama Cups, and I'll place my tumbler on the cup cradle, and then I stand up and get like directly over top of the tumbler so I can make sure that I am putting that main decal right in the middle. So sorry, my head got in the way. I thought it would, but I wasn't sure. Sorry about that. And then I accidentally cut off like a little corner of the Y down there, so I'm just putting that back on. And now I just have a bunch of these like sparkle decals. I'm just scattering them all throughout the tumbler just to kind of fill in some dead space. I thought it was really cute and went with the theme. And then after I get all of those applied, I'm going to apply the finishing 2 coats of epoxy, and this will be done. after some epoxy, she's done and she looks so pretty. I love this tumbler so much. I love how I feel like the vinyl just gave like a galaxy vibe, so that kind of is what made me want to go with this style of like decal and stuff. I really, really love it, and I hope you love it too. Before I go, like always, I do have y'all's cup of positivity for the day, and today's quote is, ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. That's all I have for y'all today. I really, really hope you love this. I love the colors. I love the decals. I really, really hope you love it too. If y'all have any questions, like always, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!